everybody, it's Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another Planting with Jewelyn episode. It is Wednesday afternoon and I'm about to teach my night classes. But before I go ahead and do that, I wanted to go ahead and throw my hair up, add my apron, and do some planting. I think I'm gonna go ahead and plant up a few houseplants. I am heading to Las Vegas tomorrow night, so I thought it'd be a perfect time for me to go ahead and take care of them before I leave for a couple of days. I also wanted to share with you two plants that I did get from Tanya when I did my Meet My Plant Friend episode doing her spring 2019 tour. So I ended up getting another crocodile aloe from her, and this one is actually bigger than the original one that she gifted me last year. So I now have this one in my collection. I might just leave it in this nursery planter, and then when it gets bigger I'll probably maybe put it in a terracotta, or what I could do is I can go ahead and get my baby crocodile aloes and group them together in one big planter. So that might be something I might do in the future. Here is another plant that Tanya gifted me, and actually there's new growth here, if you can see on the bottom and on the top. I don't know exactly what type of epiphytic plant this is, but she ended up giving this to me in a terracotta planter, so I wanted to say thank you, Tanya. I just wanted to share with you guys what I ended up going home with that day when I left Tanya's. So I will be going back to her house to check on her and her plants in the summer, so stay tuned for that. So I have my houseplant soil, worm castings in it for organic fertilizer. I'm gonna go ahead and do a few planting, but first I wanted to go ahead and switch my Monstera Adansonii to a white planter. So I wanted to go ahead and do a quick switch. Now, my Monstera Adansonii has been living in this terracotta planter its entire life since it's been with me, but when I left to Egypt for a couple of weeks, it did not do really good in this terracotta planter while living in my patio. Ever since I did come back though, I did move it into my bathroom if you watch my plant tour, and I am going to just go ahead and do a quick switch and place it into a white planter, and hopefully it's gonna like living in this planter a little bit better. So I'm just gonna do a quick switch and see if it likes living in this situation better. And if this particular aesthetic of white planter doesn't match for this Monstera Adansonii, I'll go ahead and find another white planter, but I want to say this is going to be a look. Let's see here. So here is what I'm thinking it's going to look like. I'm just going to go ahead and fill up the edges and see how it looks. Just one of the planters that I had from Ontario, California. I need to go back there and get more white planters. And this will go back into the hanging macrame that it came from. And I'll monitor it and see how well it does in this new setup. Alright, you guys, what do you think? In a macrame, I think it looks better. Ideally, I like to have it in a slightly shorter pot, but it's fine. I'll go ahead and use this for probably my Hoya compacta. So here's the first plant that I want to go ahead and plant up. This is my Hawaiian spider plant. And it's been living in this nursery planter for quite some time, actually both of my spider plants. And these type of plants, they root bound very easily, so I'm just gonna go ahead and loosen it up, and then hopefully it'll just pop right out. If not, I'm gonna have to go in with my tool here without ruining the plant. I think that might do it. Here it is. So as you can see, very root bound. Okay. Put some soil in it. And then I'm going to go ahead and just place soil all in the edges And hopefully it likes living in this new planter. I'll keep an eye on it. Okay, so that's the new home, and I'll see. If it starts looking sad, I'll start making changes, but for now I think this is going to be a look. My curly spider plant, my second attempt. My original one is kind of struggling in the greenhouse, but let's see how this one does. Probably root bound as well. So here is what the bottom of that plant looks like. Spider plants love to be root bound, so I have some soil there. And then now I'm just gonna fill the edges up. And keep an eye on it, and hopefully I do better this time around. These planters I got a while back from Daiso, Japan. And I want to say it's been a couple of weeks since I brought this plant into my home. It's been living in my patio, both of them. So there you go, you guys. What do you think? I think this is good enough for now. So here's my Peperomia. I have another Peperomia just like this. I'm going to combine, which I took to Van Life, so I'm going to grab that. Combine them. Okay, really excited about this one. Let's see where I can combine it. Maybe here. I think this is gonna be a look. Oh, this fell off, so I'll go ahead and propagate it. And I just realized that I never shared with you what I went home from Carrie's house when I did her Meet My Plant Friend episode. So after I'm done planting up this plant, I'll go ahead and share with you what I ended up going home with. She ended up giving me cuttings from her Peperomia that she recently got, and her, I think, bloodleaf plant, which I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to propagate, because that thing is wilting in water. So I might end up putting it in a Ziploc bag and see if I do better that method, Ziploc bag with soil. So here it is, you guys. This is like the perfect planter. I got this planter in Arizona. Beautiful Peperomia, and hopefully it'll do good in this planter. So here's the last plant I want to go ahead and quickly plant up. This is one of my Senseverias. I still have my big prayer plant that I got from West Hollywood I need to still plant up, as well as my other Senseveria that I got from my Santa Monica nursery. I'll save that for a video in the future. Just gonna go ahead and some soil here in the bottom. this is the way how I want to style it. It is tilting slightly, so I think I'm gonna plant it up to stay upright a little more. That's better. Very cute. And this planter I got from Walmart, Las Vegas. There probably was a Sansevieria in there before. So here you go, you guys. What do you think? I think that's perfect. So before I go ahead and wrap up today's video, I definitely wanted to go ahead and share with you what I got from Carrie when I went over to her home to do her Meet My Plant Friend episode. There's one cutting that I'm struggling with, and I do not know what to do with it because I've never acquired this kind of plant before. As you can see, it is wilting. But this is her bloodleaf plant. Because it's been in, this plant has been in water propagation for quite some time, I don't see anything happening. So I may just go ahead and maybe stick this in dirt and see if it'll propagate like that in like a Ziploc bag. So if you have any idea on how to propagate this plant, leave me a comment down below because I'm absolutely out of ideas. But I think I'm gonna do like a Ziploc method, perhaps in soil, because it does not like being water propagated. So I got that bloodleaf plant cutting. And then she also sent me home with her Tridescantia zebrina. So I got cuttings from that. It's been water propagating since I've brought it in my home. And I do see some roots forming. So that's good because I know Carrie had told me she had problems propagating this in water. And I see roots on every single cutting. So I'll go ahead and plant that up soon enough. And then she also sent me home with cuttings from her Peperomia, from her collection. And it's just kind of been propagating in water as well in my bathroom. So I have these Peperomia cuttings from her new Peperomia, which I don't think is the same one that I have here. So I just have a few cuttings of that. So thank you, Carrie, and thank you, Tanya, for exchanging plant cuttings and plants with me. That's always fun. I like doing that with my plant friends. So here's today's plant gang. I absolutely love it. I got my Monstera Adansonii out of the terracotta planter because of that porous planter. I'm constantly have to keep an eye on my Monstera, and this Monstera Adansonii kind of likes to be on the moist side. So I think having it in a white planter is going to be better for that purpose as well. And I like all white planters, so that's a look that I'm gonna see how it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in my macrame setup in my bathroom door, see how well it does. I have my new Peperomia here, which I got from West Hollywood in a white planter. I have my two new spider plants that I got from San Marcos, my Hawaiian spider plant, which is so stunning. This green is absolutely beautiful. And then my curly spider plant, and I have that in terracotta. And then one of my newly acquired Sansevierias, which I am absolutely in love with. And this Sansevieria I also got from West Hollywood. Before I go ahead and end today's video, I definitely wanted to go ahead and do a plant friend shout out. This one is going to go to Linda Norton. She posted this up today on one of my Planting with Jewelyn episodes. She says here, every day I come home from working in the garden center, prop my feet up and watch your videos, makes my day. Thank you so much, Linda, for supporting the channel. I definitely enjoy giving you guys new videos every day. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Planting with Jewelyn, and also seeing what I got from Carrie and Tanya when I went over to their house. Supposedly tomorrow is gonna rain, guys, so that means all of my plants should be able to get water before I leave for Las Vegas. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified on my daily uploads. You can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye!